So the
Okay.
implant is the one they just stick through your arm. Mine is in my arm here
You have
somewhere.
one.
Yeah, it's there.
You have an implant
Yeah, I do. The only child that we born inside this life is the one that I say I want to born.
that you are prepared
Like there's
for.
nothing like, oh, it happened. I was in a relationship and I didn't want to leave anything to chances. So
Right.
I just decided I was going to get this thing. I want to make sure that I can control as much as I can. The only thing that happens to me that I'm not aware of are the things beyond my control. If I can control anything,
Yeah.
be sure that I will. So I just thought, okay, to do my research, what are the different contraceptives we have? And what are the difference between all of them?
All right.
So that is where you just mentioned condoms. Those are like the most common.
I'm going to assume this is a safe space because we are going to explore the sexual lives of ladies one conversation at a time. Please, this episode is rated PG 18. So if you are not 18, please shut your eyes and your ears. As a sexually active woman in 2024, there are some risks that are associated with that sinful pleasure. So while you are having intercourse, you should be well aware of those risks. And joining me on this conversation is Toby. You know what? Let her introduce herself, please.
Hi guys, my name is Toby and I'm little bits of everything. So for work, I'm a geologist.
Yep.
Uh, I deal with rocks. Basically, that's what geologists do. But
Mm-hmm.
in short, I analyze data for the petroleum industry.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm not working, I run an NGO called Nascent Education and Development Initiative. We just educate youths and engage them in community development projects. And I'm also a podcaster sometimes.
You
So
see,
yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
everything
Thank
in one. She
you.
said me in a nutshell, everything in one.
Thank
If you
you.
want geology, she's there. If you want NGO, she's there. Even this podcast, the creative aspect, she's also there.
I mean,
You
I
get.
mean,
Thank
I
you so
mean,
much, Toby, for gracing.
hi Jessica.
All right. So, Toby, I'm not going to be nice. So, are you sexually active? Yes or yes?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Let's move on. Let's move on. So, as a young woman, a sexually active young woman in Nigeria, what contraceptives are available for our use? We have the condoms, right? We have the condoms, we have the female condoms. So, what contraceptives are available for our use in Nigeria?
Mm, so, as I always do, I would like to share personal experience. So,
Of course.
um, I got to find out about condoms and contraceptives and whatnot from MTV Sugar, the series.
Is it
Uh,
Waiting Day? Did you watch Waiting Day?
no, I did not. It was Sugar I
Sugar,
watched.
right?
Yeah. So from the first season to the Nigerian and then South African and all that. So it just gave me an idea of what those things are. So I
Mm-hmm.
just knew that, oh, I want to get this thing one day. I shall know when that day comes, I will.
You'll be ready.
So fast forward to sometime 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in a relationship. So I'm thinking, okay, it might as well be time. So again, as weird as I am, I used to research anything. I watch film, they name anything inside the film. I'm going to Google to ask, oh, what is this? What is that? What is
Okay.
not that? So I just thought, okay, to do my research, okay, what are the things, what are the different contraceptives we have? And what are the difference between all of them?
All right.
So that is where you just mentioned condoms. Those are like the most common
The most
ever.
common, you can get it
Yeah.
anywhere.
And then there are also the pills. But again, I am a very I want to make sure that I can control as much as I can. The only thing that happens to me that I'm not aware of are the things beyond my control. If I can control anything,
Yeah.
be sure that I will. So I'm looking at, okay, yes, there are the STDs you want to prevent with condoms and stuff, but then there's also the pregnancy part that I say, see, the only child that we born inside this life is the one that I say I want to born.
That you are prepared
Like,
for.
there's nothing like, oh, it happened. It
The
can
condom
never
break. That's why.
it can
Hey.
never happen with me.
All right.
You know,
Yeah.
when they say, oh, I did it just no, it did not just happen.
No.
Anything that happened, I planned it,
All
I
right.
worked my way, and it's so I'm like, okay, so the condoms are there,
Yeah.
but then their efficiency are not that high. You know, like you said, condom can break. I say, and
Okay.
then there are the pills.
The morning after pills, right?
But then the pills also, they are the ones you take after, but they are pills you take occasionally.
Regularly, yes.
Yeah. And I'm like, did I not forget to take pill? What will happen?
Bele.
And it's not even me that people are saying that after pill. For me, everything is before. You have to prevent. You don't have to go and start treating after.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, oh, the regular pills, when I don't take them before, what happens? I say, no, we're canceling this one out.
So you canceled morning after pills?
I cancel condom, cancel morning after pills.
What about the regular pills? You cancel that one too?
Cancel any pill related. I cancel it out.
Okay.
I say no.
Are you saying you don't like drugs, like medication? Is that why?
I take them only when they are necessary for me to recover. But if it's not necessary, I'm not taking any pill.
Fair enough.
So cancel. But again, it's also a large part of the fact that what if I forget? You know, what if it doesn't occur to me?
Very true.
And I'm like, so I don't want to what if anything.
Yeah, pregnancy is not a what if situation.
So, and I'm like, okay, what do we have left? So there are other kinds of contraceptives.
All right.
And we have the IUDs and then the implants. So the IUDs, even though I learned nowadays they are the plastic ones, but IUDs are normally metal. You hear copper IUD. So they are metal kind of things, you know, they are little, they are shaped like, sure, they are small, like my two hands like this. They are
you say it's small?
Yeah. So those things, they are really tiny and they are shaped one kind. They are not.
Sorry, let me cut you a bit there.
Yeah.
For those who don't know what an IUD means, it means intrauterine device, right?
Yeah,
exactly. Please carry on.
So those things, they actually insert them into your uterus.
Say vagina first.
No, into your uterus.
They insert it inside there.
Through your vagina. I say, this one is too invasive. But what are the pros and cons? So they are very long lasting. They are the ones that can last up to 5 to 10 years. So you can keep them there and you can be sure that for those 10 years they are inside there, there's no child that is going to come out from you unless you remove the thing and decide to have the child. Very long lasting. Yeah, it looked good. I said,
is this pregnancy thing for me?
I said no. But then it was the whole, and the fact that it was metal. And I also read reviews online. People said, oh, it could rust inside of you. I say, I say, wait.
It could do what?
It could rust, you know, because the metal would go on to.
Okay, it's not an option. Remove it.
No, but again, some people have them on. Right?
Some people
have them on. But what I read was that so a medical practitioner advised that yes, even though it could stay up to 5 to 10 years, but don't leave them there for that long. You just change occasionally.
Okay.
I say even though the whole process of inserting is too invasive. I say wait. Let's wait first. So now the other one I found out was the implants. So the implant is the one they just stick through your arm. Mine is in my arm here.
You have one?
Yeah, it's there.
You have an implant?
Yeah, I do. It's there.
Wait.
It's been there for like 2 years. Yeah.
Wait first. Wait. You have an implant?
Yeah, I do.
Amazing.
In fact, if you don't mention it, I even forget. But when I nearly got it in, every day I'm looking at my hand. Oh my god, something's
in your arm.
Yeah. But it just is there. It gets comfortable and you don't even notice it's there.
Amazing.
And the implant it's plastic. It's a little plastic, so they just stick it into your arm. And so the implant doesn't last as long as the IUD. The implant lasts for 3 years, and after 3 years you remove and you change if you want to. But if you're not ready to have a child before the 3 years, you can always take it out. But the implants are of two types. Again, there's the hormonal and the non-hormonal implants.
Okay.
I mean, hormones, you have hormones inside you that aid the whole stopping the whole pregnancy thing. But hormones can be crazy because
Yes, yes, they are, especially for young ladies.
yeah, your body be doing things. Anyway, we've not gotten to side effects and everything, but these are all just the different types. You have like the pills, the condoms, the IUDs, the hormonal implants, and the non-hormonal.
Amazing. So
Maybe there are more, I don't know, but these are the ones I
okay, okay. I guess you guys are getting a bit of some education, right? So for the implant here,
know.
you are not married,
Yeah.
right? Okay, let me say maybe you're engaged. Are you
No.
engaged? Okay.
Even the relationship didn't they again.
Ah,
So it's not
okay. So when I used to go to the
uh,
health center then with my aunt, there is this part they call family planning. I don't know,
yeah,
family planning something. Yeah,
yeah,
I think this is where they discuss all of those contraceptives for women who has given birth,
yeah,
who have given birth and like they want to stop giving birth or they just want to control
yeah.
their pregnancy, whatever. And you are not pregnant, you are not married. Where is the family that you are planning? So why the implant?
Like I said, I was in a relationship and I didn't want to leave anything to chances. So
Right.
I just decided I was going to get this thing. And in fact, I remember that it was on a Saturday morning. Then I used to work remotely, and remote jobs sometimes there's no limit. You just see yourself working every day.
Yeah, till
So
you
that
finish the
Saturday I was just
label.
working. I just put off my laptop, closed it, stood up, and went to the clinic. Like I just stood up and I'm like, you know what, let's go.
Let's go get this.
Yeah. And I
So
just went.
I think you got the
Yeah.
implant because you feel it is the most efficient form of contraceptive for you.
So again, so considering everything, right, I didn't want to do pills. I didn't want something I had to always regularly. I
Yeah.
wanted something that is long lasting, one.
Mm,
Then considering the two types of long lasting techniques, the IUDs and the implants,
yeah.
even though the IUDs were longer lasting, but
Mm-hmm.
for me, I didn't like how invasive it
It
was. So
was
I was like, you know what, implants
implant. It
is the
is.
best for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically. Nice.
basically.
So, what kind of clinics can you get? Can young girls go to get these implants, these IUDs from, without us getting embarrassed by where is your husband, or is your partner aware of this? Because I know some ladies who have gone to meet doctors to discuss these things and they get embarrassed with that question.
Hmm.
So, are there like clinics for that?
Yes. Can I name brands? I don't know.
It's okay. I think
Okay.
so.
So, anyway, I again, when I wanted to make this decision, I was thinking, okay, what's the best? And it's a tough topic to discuss with people because you
Yeah.
want to go and start telling somebody, oh, where can I get IUD, or where can I mean, it's somehow. So I didn't want to talk to a lot of people, right?
About it. Yeah.
But the thing with this is any clinic that is into like sexual health or fertility or even reproductive health
Mm-hmm.
generally, or even sometimes general health,
Yeah.
all these clinics that would say, oh, come and do your vaccine,
HPV
yeah,
vaccine.
HPV,
Yes.
cervical cancer, and all these. They would also be involved in this whole contraceptive talk. So
Okay.
then I was interning. Then when I was in my internship,
Yeah.
and me, I don't used to talk to anybody, always on my own. Just sit down there, pressing phone, even though there's nothing inside the phone. And I heard one of my fellow interns saying, oh, she booked an appointment to Pink Clinic
Pink
this.
clinic.
I say, what's that? Say, oh, Pink Clinic, you don't know. I say, I don't know. Say, Pink Clinic, now open your mouth and talk what they are doing inside Pink Clinic. Now she didn't say. I say, no, wala, at least I have name.
Okay.
So I just went, checked the internet. So I just went and checked the internet, and it was their Instagram page. So exactly what they do, they are into people's sexual health. To come and get your vaccines or treatment, or come and get your implants,
Implants.
contraceptives,
That's
and
very
things.
nice.
So Pink Clinic, and again their Instagram page is even very friendly. Again, they do these whole videos and just very educative to educate you on what to do, what not to do, and things.
Mm-hmm.
While Pink Clinic was okay, good Pink Clinic, but I'm now looking at we're in Nigeria,
Of course.
and things, the economy is not smiling.
Everything is tough.
Very tough. Right. And again, your salary, you know how you want to.
How do you want to budget implants inside
You have
it?
not eat finish. You
You
want
want
to
to
come
do
and do what
implants?
implants?
Okay, thank you very much.
And I say, how are we going to do this one now? It's okay. Pink clinic is like my budget did not reach because I've not make money that time.
Okay.
And I say, let's leave it first. Then one time, one of my cousins in our family group chat, she I think she was just coming to say something like, oh, if you want to get this your all these shots, cervical cancer vaccine, blah blah blah,
Yes.
there's this other clinic, Mary Stopes.
Okay.
So Mary Stopes is an international NGO, really. So what they do is that, so they are into this whole reproductive health, blah 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 and stuff.
Yeah.
So the NGO subsidizes the cost of these things for people.
patients. Yeah.
So what you would have gotten for an arm and a leg
you
or
get
in
for
other
finger,
places, you get for
just your finger.
even fingernails inside my
That's
stuff.
what's up.
I remember, I don't know if they've increased their prices because I've not go since then. But I remember when I did it, I paid everything, both to register, see consultant, to put the things in my hand was 4K.
It's a lie.
I'm not lying.
4,000
I swear,
to see
4,000.
doctor.
To see doctor, buy your card, see, do everything.
4K.
So that's how subsidized. So that's what they do for people. So their target audience are usually all these people that are in less privileged places from the village, mothers that cannot afford, because again, family planning is not something they're aware about really. And even when you tell them, again, it's expensive. So you see one woman in the village, 10 children, and then even the money to train two, she doesn't have, and then she has 10. So they are the target audience. But me, I'm also part of the poor masses. So I carry myself inside Mary Stopes. So it was Mary Stopes I used. But yeah, these are the clinics I know. I do not know any other.
All right. So we have the Mary Stopes clinic, we have Pink clinics, and then you can go to your hospital, the hospital close to your house, ask them for fertility clinics. They should have something like that in your hospital. That's if you want to get an implant, or you want to get an IUD, or you just want to get consultation for the right type of contraceptives for you. Okay. While I know about the morning after pill, I don't think the condom has any after effect except the fact that it breaks, right?
Yeah.
That one is even worse. It's worse. If it breaks, it's worse.
Yeah.
So were there any side effects, like any effects after you had the implant?
Yeah. So even before when I went into because you see the doctor first, you do like a consultancy sort of. So I just went and said, I want to put implant. Doctor said, wait.
That's him advise you.
Doctor, it was a female anyway, but they
Okay.
have no doctor. He said, wait. How do you know like all the different options? I said, I've gone to Google app. He said, wait, let's talk. So that's why personally I love like their approach, because they'll still like talk to you and like give you insights you may not have gotten online, or even if you do not go online, like things you may not have known and stuff. So there we started discussing, oh, these are the side effects and stuff. But again, like I said, I always used to go and do my own research. So one of the side effects, especially for implants or the hormonal contraceptives, are I think IUDs can also be hormonal. But anyway, the hormonal contraceptives is that there is a risk of gaining weight. So some people have put their contraceptives and they gain weight all of a sudden, they just blow up. Me that I'm slim like this, I don't be fat anymore.
I want it. I want it. Me, I don't mind though.
But again, because that was the first thing she asked me, that, oh, what of gaining weight? But the thing with gaining weight is that it has not been scientifically proven that contraceptives would make you gain weight. But people have said that, oh, when they put on these things, they started to gain weight. So even though it has not been proven that, oh, it is the contraceptive gongo that made you gain weight, the doctors will still tell you, oh, there is a possibility you will gain weight. Have you considered that, and things like that? But me, I'm a science girl. Maybe science have not proved it. I did not gain anything.
Thank you. Okay.
So that was not even an issue for me. I've read an interview where somebody had implants and then they stopped seeing their period altogether. Yes. Yes.
No, that's too much.
And so they stopped seeing their periods altogether. And even so they had because according to the person, these some people came to do awareness or contract, and then they gave them the implant. She stopped seeing her period. She went to complain. They said, oh, it's part of the side effects, that don't worry, whenever you decide to take it out, your period will come
It will
back.
come back.
So
But is
she
that
had
is that not a good thing? I mean, it will reduce the expense of buying pads.
Well, so but I'm not done with this story though, because so eventually she decided to remove the
implant,
contraceptives, the implant after years, and her period never came back.
Ah,
Yeah, and she was also not able to have kids. Like she was not able
it's
to
not worth
conceive
it.
and stuff.
It's not worth it.
But
Sorry.
that was a case of bad contraceptives,
Okay.
right? It was, so those people that came to it was a whole case where those people, they were like an NGO, but please not Mary Stokes.
Sure, carry on.
I'm a Mary Stokes girl. But anyway, so they came to, what they did is they are like some NGOs outside the country, I think America. So the contraceptives that have expired, and
That's
they
what
decided,
they-
what do we do with it? Let's bring to African countries and come and
Oh,
dump. And
sorry.
so it was a case of a bad one.
Fair enough.
But then personally, when I got the contraceptives, the implants,
Yeah.
the first side effect I got was that so again, what it messes with a lot is your period, really, because it's trying to stop you from getting pregnant. So
Well,
it has to,
even the morning after pill messes up with your period. Like it pushes it back. Sometimes you get pregnancy scares as well.
So me, what it did to me is that I was always on my period. So I swear, I was always, so normally, but then so what it did to me was that, because again, it's a foreign body you introduce, so your body does not know what to do with it. It has to figure out what is this thing, what is not this thing, until it finally stabilizes, right? So for me, it was that, oh, what is this thing? Then I just started bleeding. I was always on pad. Then I now got my new job. That job that I was doing, the remote job, I quit it. I got this new job, and then they were saying, "Oh, want to go to the beach to do?" I said, "I'm not going to the beach, please. I cannot enter water."
The water will turn to Red Sea.
I swear, I did not. Please, I cannot follow people to enter water. I beg. And they're like, "Why?" I say, "I don't like water. My village people who don't like water."
We know. We know.
I have reason why I cannot enter water.
Yeah.
So because I just was always on my period. In fact, but the good thing is, that's why even when the relationship ended, I did not even get remove the thing again. Is that, this thing with menstrual cramps?
Yeah.
So for me, it stopped my menstrual cramps.
Wow.
So when I used to have painful periods and stuff, it's not a thing of the past.
That's amazing. Yeah. That is really, really amazing.
So it's one of the side effects where it helps with the cramps. But for me, what it now introduced is fatigue. I'm on my period. I feel like I cannot walk. I just want to lie down all day. Can I sleep for 2 days?
Why?
And when I eventually pick myself up and say, I have to go to work.
Yeah, you have to go to work.
Then I start having headaches. But I say, what is there that paracetamol cannot solve? So, but it took time. So now I'm not no longer always on my period, right? Because it has stabilized. The thing will just happen for a couple of times and then stabilize. Right. But so now everything is now stabilized, but still fatigue, no painful periods, and then I have heavier flow for some reasons. Because I know what I read on the internet is that, oh, it can stop your period. Even if it doesn't stop completely, you start having like smaller flows. But now I have I say, no, anyone.
Maybe since flow. it's a hormonal implant, so maybe you don't used to have heavy flow. Then I say, okay, I will give you heavy flow. So somebody like me now that has heavy flow,
it will cut it.
I want it. I want it because the cost of pads.
So I got this on the 4th of June 2022.
Oh, okay.
That's the anniversary every year.
Oh, that's so cute.
So the hospital gave me an appointment to come back 1 month later so that they'll monitor, oh, are you having any severe side
Okay,
effects?
okay.
Do we need to take it out? Are you But when I came, doctor was like, okay, what's doing you? I said, oh, my period is no longer painful. Say, yeah,
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 it's
okay.
good now.
So you're okay,
Okay.
but it's that people different women and different bodies, so
Yes,
your
that's
bodies will
very
react to
true.
it separate
Very
differently.
true.
Even this weight loss thing that I think I was even losing weight self, but that one is Lagos traffic that's stressing
We
me.
agree.
But some people would literally add weight and your people just react to it differently.
Differently.
But I was lucky, I was nothing really happened to me.
Okay.
Then after that 1 month appointment, then I gave me like, it's come back 6 months later, so that we'll know maybe long term is there anything. After 6 months, nothing. They're like, okay, good, just
No,
sit down
that's
and carry your
amazing.
this thing. When you want to come and change it, to come back.
All right. All right. So
And
you've
yeah,
had it on for, you
two
said
years
2 years, and
Yeah,
it's how many years you should have?
three.
3 years.
Yeah.
So next year is anniversary, I mean.
Next year is anniversary, to come and go and remove it and maybe put another one.
Maybe put another one. So
Yeah.
was it like injected, like an injection,
Yeah.
or
So let me again, Pink Clinic, I told you I went to their Instagram this thing.
yeah?
So they will show you,
How they insert
yeah,
it?
they'll do it, and even though they don't put the face of the person,
Okay.
so there are clips on how they insert. But what I saw from Pink Clinic and what Mary Stopes did for me was a bit different.
Okay.
So if you go to Pink Clinic Instagram, you see what they have and how they do it. But for Mary Stopes, they have this device. It looks like stapler, stapler, this thing.
Paper that we used to use and pin
Yeah,
book.
to pin book.
Okay.
So this is like a very big stapler, right? And that the plastic thing,
The implant
implant,
itself.
they'll now put it inside. It will
Okay.
now be as if so this so they'll first give you anesthesia.
All
Anesthesia
right.
is so that
As
you
far as
don't
they will
feel
give me
anything.
anesthesia,
Yeah.
okay.
So you don't feel anything. So now they use that thing and
And just
just
stamp
inject
like
it. They just stamp and the thing injects
enters.
into your hand. And once it injects, they just clean it off.
So it's not going to hurt now.
It's not hot me.
Yeah. So people
Yeah.
that are afraid of the pain, it's not going to
Yeah,
hurt.
they just clean it off and that's it. And then so they had a plaster on my hand that said I should not take it off for like, is it 2 days? Are there many
Okay.
days? Answer, will I bath?
I think.
I said you find they were maybe nylon or
Oh, okay.
something,
You
but
try
just
it.
have
So
it.
water won't touch
Yeah,
it,
just
right?
have it on for like that long, and
Mhm.
after 3 days, remove it and go about your day. Nothing stressful. It's not even.
Amazing.
If I went there, I say, have you finished? Because I was there saying, how long will it take? So
Okay.
I told you I just walked into the hospital one day and came out.
Yeah.
Between walking into the hospital, getting my card, seeing
Seeing
the
the
doctor,
doctor.
and eventually going to do it, didn't take 1 hour. Like
Amazing.
it didn't take one. The whole implant in 3 minutes I was on. They just took it in, do the stapler in, and that was it. It
Wow.
wasn't even.
So I guess it's
Yeah.
not stressful.
Yeah.
It's not time consuming,
Yeah.
and it's not painful either.
It's
I'm not advising you. I'm just telling you. So do with this information what you will.
yeah.
Now, there is a segment on our episode, Toby.
What
It's called
happens?
riddle time. We need to
Okay.
test it, test your knowledge.
I
How well you
didn't-
know riddles.
I didn't usually smart like that.
You smart. Either it's geology and research. You guys to smart. Okay. Are you ready for me?
Let's see.
So I'm
Sure.
gonna give you 3 riddles, okay? The first. How many animals did Moses take on the ark? How many animals did Moses take on the ark?
Was it not Noah that took people on the ark though?
Are you asking me?
And none. Moses didn't take any animal to the ark.
Correct. Correct. Okay. The one who makes me cannot use me. The one who buys me will not use me. The one who actually uses me doesn't know it. What am I? I'll repeat it. The one who makes me cannot use me. The one who buys me will not use me. The one who actually uses me doesn't even know it. What am I? Think.
There's a lot of using going on.
Okay.
Going on. I don't know.
Don't worry, nobody will use anybody here. The one who makes me cannot use me. The one who buys me will not use me. The one who actually uses me doesn't even know it. What am I?
I don't know.
Think now, eh? You're supposed to smart like that. Think now.
I've done disclaimer, so if I feel like that, people will not blame me that maybe she talk it that she didn't know like that.
Okay.
Is it wait the person that buys that makes it doesn't use it? The person
Yes.
that buys
Buys
it
it,
doesn't
doesn't
use
use it.
it.
The person that uses it doesn't even know it.
What do you use that you don't know? I don't know.
Ah, oh yeah, let's see. Maybe you get the third one. The answer to that is a coffin. The
Wow.
person who makes the coffin doesn't use it. The person who buys the coffin doesn't use it. The person that is actually using it doesn't even know it.
There's a flaw there because
Really,
what if I decide to plan my funeral and buy my coffee?
for this Nigeria,
Right? What if a
Nigeria,
coffee maker decides that okay, they
this
have
is this
died?
this is not
Instead
my
of us to
coffee.
go and buy coffee, let's use the coffee that I make to bury him.
No, this is not that one used to happen in
And
Obodo
me, if I
Igbo.
buy my coffin that they will use and bury me, I know it. Even though I'm dead, but I know that it's this one they are using to bury me.
Okay, she wants to
So
drag me now. Don't worry. Let me give you a much more simpler one. What is used by others but only belongs to you?
what is used by others but only belongs to you? Your name.
That was simple.
I know.
That was simple.
I know.
All right. Thank you so much, Toby.
Thank you, Jessica.
I'm sure you guys enjoyed this episode. There's been a lot of insight, education, and all of that. So, if your sexual knowledge has been limited to condoms, I believe this episode has broadened that knowledge, right?
So.
So, if you want to get more episodes like this, don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification button. My name is Jessica, signing out.